All right, welcome back to Find the Bug. This is the fourth part. So if you're watching this video for the first time, make sure you go back and catch part one, two, three, and you'll be up to speed with path four. So what we were doing was we're creating a Find the Bug game, various levels. We coded the first stage, the starter. We coded level one. We coded the distraction, which is the parrot. We used, before recap, we used the repeat loop, which is like a counting loop. It executes the code inside it, right? Always the loop execute the code inside it. That's, you can say it's indented, right? Because it's not lined up with everything else. X amount of time, like repeat. The forever, like repeat meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. It's a certain X amount of time for a count. This is the forever loop, which is going to, unlike the repeat loop, which is not indefinite, this is indefinite. Okay, so it just keeps repeating forever and ever, executing the code that's inside. All right, so let's run this, see what that looks like. There it goes. Distraction, distraction. Oh, makes it harder to find the bug. I find the bug. I am on the second level. Now I got to find the bug, and this annoying parrot is flying everywhere, but here's my bug. Click. And it brings us back to start because we've only coded two levels so far, the beginning and second. So let's go to level three. Go ahead and choose the urban background. So I want you to select the urban background to add to your project. Okay, so if you haven't done that and you're having some difficulties, right beside the choose the sprite, you have the choose a backdrop. So I'm going to click the choose a backdrop, and the quick way is to type here urban. URBAN. I don't even have to get to the end. There's the urban backdrop, so I'm going to select the urban backdrop. Okay, and let's go back, make sure it's added. Is it added? Did it backdrop? No. So let's go back, let's add our backdrop. I'm gonna do the urban, URBAN. You know, I should have refreshed this before I started. Okay, so there's the urban backdrop, and I'm just gonna give this a refresh, just actually save now. I'm gonna give this a refresh because sometimes I find the scratch times out. Then you can't save your project. So now we have the urban backdrop. Excellent. This is level 3. All right. So now that we've added the urban backdrop, we're going to head and code our bug to leverage this backdrop, to hide itself in the backdrop. So go ahead and we're going to click on our bug. Click on our bug. And we are going to, what are we going to do? We are going to select our event. Okay. So select your event when, okay, let's get my mouse active. So we're going to select the event. Your event block is always right here. It's just above the orange. It's the yellow. They kind of look alike. So we're going to select when backdrop switches to urban. Now, when backdrop switches to start, there it is. We're going to take it over. Okay, when backdrop switches to start, and we're going to put it to when backdrop, I'm just going to drop it right under here, switches to urban. And I'm pausing to give you guys an opportunity to try to see if you remember how to get to where we need to get. So I'm going to drop down and I'm going to select the backdrop. All my backdrops are there. Going to select the urban. Okay, good stuff. So when my backdrop selects to urban, we want to make our bug shrink. Gonna make it 20 degrees smaller. So remember, set size. So go ahead and we're gonna do the looks. Set size to, and you can set the size to anything. We're gonna take the set size to 100 block and we're gonna drop it over here. One thing I forgot to do is to make this bigger so you can see. There we go. All right, now you can see it. So when you click on the urban backdrop, so that's chosen, we're gonna set the size. Before we set it to 20, let's try something. Let's try, I'm gonna set to 25. Now you could choose anything. Just remember, if you choose it, set it really small, you won't be able to see. So I'm just gonna put 25 for now. Test it. It's your code. You can change it to whoever you want. And now what we're going to do is we are going to, where do we want our bug to go in our backdrop? So back to the bug here, I'm going to, let's go to my stop the codes, make sure it's not running. So I'm going to go and I'm going to make when the backdrop switches. Okay, I'm going to say, let's tell it to go to X and Y. Where do we want it to go? Right now you see it sitting up here. Okay, so let's move it. Let's hide it. Let's hide it somewhere else. Okay, and you can choose anything you want. So we're gonna use the go to X and Y like we did before. So get your go to X and Y block, and that is under the motion. Just to remind you, and I might be going a little bit faster than before now because we've been doing this for a while. So let's see, X24 and Y. Let's do the 13. And if you are lost and you're wondering where am I getting this information, let's give credit. I'm using the Raspberry Pi Python code because a lot of great contents on that site. I'm going to save the code here just because that's what I do. So let's try it out. Click, click. Okay. So how about, let's change the position a little bit. Let's make him 25. Let's go to X. Let's go to X50. Okay, X50 and 13. No, it's pretty obvious. So let's take it to, let's bring it up, higher up. Let's bring it back to 25. And I'm going to bring him higher up, higher up. Let's see, 100. Okay, so the Y is up and down, remember? The X is side to side. So I'm just going to press the enter. Oh, no, that's obvious. Is that obvious? Let's bring it down. How about 50? Okay, that will do. That will do. And I think he's a little bit big, so I'm going to change his size to, how about 15? Okay, remember you can change the size from here. Click to execute the code. Click this block. Okay, that's a good spot. I like it. I like it. So, and you could play with these with the size and the go to position. The X, remember, side to side, Y up and down. So I think I like my bug right there. That's a great hiding spot. Okay. So now that you've hidden your bug, let's go ahead and we are going to test it. Okay. So we're going to test our code here. Take me back here. Bam, bam, bam. See, next backdrop. Every time I click, I'm circling through the backdrops. Excellent. Take a minute, test your code. Make sure that your code is working. and it looks like mine. Okay, so I tested the code. Now I'm going to run it just to do a full test. And the difference, you'll see that the parrot is flying every time he gets to the end. And oh, Mike, is the parrot flying under the bug? Yeah, it looks like the parrot's flying under the bug. Okay. Odd. Okay, so let's see. Click. Okay, let's go click, find him. And where did I put him? Right here, right here. Yes. All right, excellent. So several ways we tested the code just now. Remember, you can click the code. I'm going to stop it now. You can click the code, right, to test it. Now you see shrink, get to 100%. You could click the code, watch the thing. Or you can just hit the, stop, hit the green button. Excellent. So now let's bring the bug in front instead of like right now. The bug it's sometimes in front of the parrot, so we're going to put some code here. Okay, we're going to click our bug to put it at the back. So when the flag is clicked, I'm just going to drop it over here. We're going to come up with a control block, which is our forever block. Let's do it forever, because if we do it X amount of time, if we do a repeat and we say repeat 10 times and the code is running for more than 10, then that doesn't work. And we're going to tell our bug to, from the looks, we're going to say to, I want to go to the back. Okay, see, go to the back, go to the back, go to the front layer. Okay. So we're going to test it, go to the, let's say it go to the back, okay? I'm going to just click this code here to make my bug bigger. Stop. To start, let's see. Yes, now the parrot is in front. Okay, watch, the parrot's going to come over here in front. Yes, the parrot is in front. And you can change this. I'm going to stop it now. Go ahead. You can play with the code. Always play with the code and experiment. Okay, we're almost there. Just a few more steps. Let us get in there, and we are going to add another backdrop. We're going to add the chalkboard backdrop from the indoors category. So go ahead and add that. Okay, so I gave you a little pause there for you to add it. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to add. I did say we've used this one before, but we renamed it. Okay, so just to show you, I clicked on this stage in the backdrop. So you see we've used the chalkboard before, but we renamed it to, what did we rename it to? The starter screen. So we're just going to add it again. Add. And it's in the indoor category, or I can come over here, click all, and I'm going to search for it. CHALK, right? For chalkboard, I'm going to click it. So now you see, although the picture is the same, it is a different name. So that's okay. Right? And actually, I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to drop another video which is going to wrap up the game, because for now I can only do these short videos to keep your attention span. Going forward, I'll make little longer videos, but I'm going to pause right here and then I'm going to put the last piece. I said that I was going to do both, but I'm running out of time, so I won't be able to do two in one. So we're going to come back and we're going to finish the game in the next video. See you soon.